Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my Slayer series where I try to get to 500 mil GP from straight Slayer. But let's get straight into it because it does take a long time for me to, talk through everything. And first up, I got a Gladii task, which, you can either do Gladii or Rurari, or whatever you want to say. I did the higher level ones because of their drops, and I just prefer them because you get more charms as well, like you get a lot of Crimsons and stuff. So if you guys do get the Ascension Members task, and all you've done is Rurari, or whatever you want to call them. I really don't know how to pronounce them, but I do recommend trying the Gladii or whatever because of the extra drops and stuff. But in terms of the task, I did get a Primus key, which is the best key, and it took me like half the task to get it. And then I also got a scale after that. So just in the rare drops of those two things, I got like a mil. And with all the other items, it adds up to roughly 2 mil. And then after that, I got a Glacior's task, which initially I didn't really want to do because obviously Glaciers are a really long task, and I'm not really too fond of them. So I just talked myself into it, and I finished it in roughly 55 minutes. And I don't know about the shards, but they might have nerfed them apparently, according to a few of my friends or whatever. But honestly, if they did get nerfed, that's fine. Don't really mind. I still got like 7 that task, so not too bad. And then following that task, I got a Tazar task, which I know I should be doing the Fight Cauldron, but I'm so close to finishing that 1,000 Tazar kind of loot video, little thing to check like the Tulka rates and stuff. So I'm still going to do the regular Tazars for at least a few more tasks, and then I'll move on to Fight Cauldron, and that should definitely speed up, the experience rates and the money per task for the Tazar tasks, and it'll make me want to do those tasks more often. I might even prefer them if the Fight Cauldron is very good. But either way, after that I got Ganos, which I haven't had in a long time. It's been a few episodes, and I preferred them right after that because I really like them, and they're a very good experience. As you can see, like 140k an hour or something. And I did get a really good drop. I got a Fishing Brawlers drop, which is super rare, and I've only had 2 Brawlers this series so far, including this one. And, they just have a really good chance at the rare drop table, and that's why I got the Brawlers, honestly. But not only that, I did get a 100 Rune Ore drop, which, damn, that is pretty awesome. That's like a mil or something, like 1.1 mil, and that really did add to the money per task for the Ganos. And after that, I got Jadinkos, which I haven't had in a while, too. So I put them on Prefer because I'm doing a loot video for them, and I'm also working on my Yagoon seeds. I need some seeds to get some Juju farming potions. I know I can buy them on the GE now after the Elf City update, but honestly I want to get them myself. And it's like a triple whammy. I'm getting some seeds for the farming. I'm also making a 1000 Jadinkos loot video, and I'm also gonna work on like a quick more of a fun video to see how much you can get from favorite points at like 10,000. So yeah, it's kind of a triple whammy. So I did put them on Prefer, and I'm going to be doing them as much as possible now. Following that task, I got Irits, and I got a really high amount. I got like 165, and it's a really decent task. Obviously, the XP rates are just so good, and it really helps with the strength experience that I'm trying to get for 120. I know that Magic is better at Irits, like overall, but honestly, I'm trying to get 120 strength, so I'm at like 83 million or something, so the more strength I can do in the series, the closer I can get to 120 and just get that over with. And then I can start training some attack when I do melee. After that, I got Grotworms, which I haven't had in a while as well. But I'm also working on a loot video for those guys. And, most of these monsters I am doing a loot video for. I know a lot of them are kind of easy or predictable loot, but it's still something interesting. It gets me to do these tasks instead of just doing Irits all day. I know that the series would be more boring that way. But it just makes me do more varied tasks. I think Grotworms are a good task overall. I mean, the experience isn't the best out there, but it's still pretty comparable. The GP per hour is also very good. All in all, it's just a good task. And then I got Jadinkos again. I already explained everything there, so straight up just got Jadinkos. And then I got Aviancies, which I haven't had in a long time as well. And that's mainly because I've just been, canceling those tasks. Like, I don't really like doing Aviancies because they're, crappy. But I did start using a Steel Titan in there, and it did speed up the task by like 6 minutes. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing those tasks again. And the Addy bars are kind of good money. They're not the best ever, but they used to be very, very good. And eventually they'll probably go back up. And then I got Glaciors again, and I didn't skip them. I was really close to skipping them, but I already skipped like 3 tasks before that, so I didn't really want to skip again. And I just talked myself into it, saying that, it's very good experience and the money does add up. So I went and did that. It was only like 45 minutes, but again, no boots. I'm really hoping I can get a boot in this series. That'd be really awesome. It would speed up the series for sure if I get like a steadfast boot or a Glaven, but it just doesn't seem like I will. And then I got Jadinkos again, so that's 3 Jadinkos tasks in one episode, and it's mainly because I haven't preferred, but I wasn't complaining. Now I have a lot of Yagoon seeds. And I also got a whip vine during the task. I didn't record it because I didn't get a beam, obviously, because they're so cheap. But, either way, it was cool to get, and it's on my drop screen, so I can add a 1 to that. And then I got Irits again, so those are awesome. I got like 175, so it was the most I've ever gotten. And, right there, that's 350k strength in roughly 50 minutes. So basically, this task is like 400k strength an hour, and I never knew that. So it really makes me want to do them more often. And I have been skipping them recently, like last episode and stuff. Mainly because they're just a long task, but I'm going to try to do them as much as possible because like halfway through the task, you just get in the zone. You don't even feel like you're doing it. But I did get Razorbacks during the task, so as you can see, that was pretty awesome. I got like 800k from them. They're in my tab still, but that's my second Razorbacks this series. I know that they're worth like crap now, 800k. It's not worth as much as they used to be, but still 800k just from a drop. That's pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. Can't complain. And then I got Ice Strike Worms, and I didn't really want to do them, but I just talked myself into it again. And it was pretty quick, 25 minutes or so. And I got 2 Staff of Lights, so that was pretty lucky, honestly. And that was like 250k each too, so 500k just in the rare drops. Made the task make about $1 million. Yeah, pretty happy with that. And then I got Mythal Dragons. It was a good break from all the long tasks. Just a quick 10-minute breather right there. And then I finished off the episode with Ganodermic Beasts. And I swear this task is becoming one of my favorite ones out there, probably in the top 5, just because their experience is so good and their rare drop table is also kind of OP. So, yeah, overall, great episode. I think I made a lot of money in this episode, and I hope I can get to 195 mil maybe, or something in the price check. I ended the last episode with like 181, so we're just going to have to see. But first, let's go on the stats pages, see where I am with all the experience and stuff. So first of all, thing that matters most in this series, what is my Slayer experience? Right there, 10.6 mil. I am finally over the 10 mil threshold, and with the rate the series is going, I'm probably going to hit like 25 to 30 mil by the end. And honestly, I'm good with that. That is pretty good. It's like a fourth of 120. If you guys didn't know, this is not going to be the end of the Slayer, of like my Slayer career, this series. Once I'm done, I'm still going to slay, just, less obviously. And I might just make like a side series of Road to 120, just where it's just kind of an update series every now and then, not really going for a GP goal. And I'm also going to be doing like a PVM series for a Green Party and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of Slayer there. So I will get 120 eventually, just, not for a while. And this series is definitely helping there. But as for like the combat experience, I'm nearly 9 million strength now. And this episode was so much strength experience because of the 2 Irit tasks and then Jadinkos. And that was basically it. I got like over 1 million strength just from those tasks. And then the other combat experience is pretty decent as well. I did skip 5 tasks this episode, not too bad there, and I did die one time. I don't remember which task it was. It might have been the Irits. I know that it was because I was streaming and I was focusing too much on talking to people in the chat that I did not pay attention to my HP and I died. So obviously, you guys know that I die a lot in this series and die a lot in general. So yeah, no shocker there. As for the drops, here a lot of things have changed. I added, a 1 to the Whip Vine. I also added another scale, another Ascension Key, another Razorback Gauntlet, and 2 more Staff of Lights. And I also got like 12 or so, whatever it's called, Tooth Halves. So a lot of things have changed in this thing, and I'm really happy that we're almost at every single drop possible on this page at least. And all I need is the Ascension Grips, the Celestial Hand Wraps, and the Abyssal Wand. But I doubt I'll ever get either of them, or like any of them, honestly. We're getting closer to the end of the series. I know we're not even halfway, but it's going to be sped up like a lot now because of the tasks are so good. And if I get more Edemu tasks or whatever, next episode or something, definitely I'll get a lot of money in this series. And as for the charms, we're almost at 6,500 crims. Definitely going to hit, 12,000, 15,000 or whatever by the end of the series. And then hopefully blues we can hit maybe 5,000. That's my goal. But let's go on the price check and let's see where we're at. So if you remember correctly, I'm at 181 mil last episode. And I price checked everything in here. And I got to 200 mil. flat on the nose, give or take like maybe a mil, just from like math error or just, you know, forgetting items or something. Probably just forgetting items. That means we are at 40% done with the series, and we're just going really nicely. If we can hit 20 mil per episode for the rest of the series, that's what I hit basically this one. I got like 19 mil profit compared to the last episode. If I can do 20 mil for the rest of the series, that's only like another 15 episodes. And I say only because, you know, I don't know. I can do it. It's not that hard. It's just time. And if I can do like one a week, that'll be like 3-4 months. And I'm trying to do as many episodes as I can. And it's kind of hard to do one a week. It usually takes like one every 2 weeks. So hopefully during like Christmas break or whenever I have a break, I can just knock out a bunch of Slayer and, you know, whatever. But I know you guys are enjoying the series so far, so definitely tell me in the comments how I am doing and anything you guys want to change in the series if it's kind of getting more monotonous. Any suggestions would help, but either way, I'm really happy with how the series is going, and I finally hit 200 mil in the tab. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of my Slayer series, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it is. I think it's probably going to be a loot video, but either way, have a good day.